Hello and welcome to Reduce CO2 Now. This presentation is about one of our software projects under development. And so the working title right now is eBay for carbon credits. So really like the eBay system, which is for products. Here we want to do something similar for carbon credits. So what is this all about? One of the things we really want to promote is getting CO2 out of the atmosphere. And this has to be really done on a global scale. And we have a very good presentation about biomass burial. So there's a separate one. So I'm going to take this really brief here. There is on the planet roughly 800 million people who earn less than 100 euros per month. And on the same time, a carbon credit for a ton of CO2 is priced something like around 50 or more euros in Europe. So imagine now somebody could make in the world, a carbon credit of just like 2, 3, or 4 CO2 credits per month. That person would earn more, or could earn more than doing the job they're doing right now. And just to give you some perspective, a ton of dry wood is something like 0.5 tons of carbon, which is like 2 tons of CO2. And then, of course, it's wood density, but roughly you could say, very roughly, 1 cubic meter of dry wood is something like a ton of CO2. Yeah. And imagine, here you see this image. This is really, really, really simple. You collect dead wood. You make a hole, put the stuff inside, cover it, and that's already counting as a carbon credit because you are taking care that this wood is not decaying. Yeah? And our idea is that really unskilled people with just a smartphone can do this, and we don't need to certify them. We have all this stuff inside of our software. The people are taking photographs and so on. So this is what we call biomass burial, and the software we want to build is eBay for carbon credits. So let's look into that. So here we have this software, this application. We so far call it eBay for carbon credits. So that's like our working title. And one of the biggest challenges really today is that a lot of people, would like to do something for CO2, which is really getting CO2 out of the air, which is like really a positive action. But there is so much fraud and inconsistencies in the whole area. People try to sell you something which isn't really there. So trust is like a major problem. Most people think, hey, we have to certify, and we have to have the German TÜV or an organization which is certifying things, and then these things become better. Actually, it's too complicated. Imagine a person in Bangladesh earning 100 or 200 euros per month. They can't apply for a certification process. They don't even know that. They might even be literate. So that's impossible. But what they're likely going to have is sort of a smartphone. Yeah. So the only thing we envisage what you need is you need to be a smartphone user. You have to some sort of understanding of how the whole thing works. We are working on the training environment at the same time. And the core idea now is you do this sequestration activity, you dig a hole, put wood inside and cover it. And now you want to sort of sell this. And what do you need? You need a smartphone. You're going to perform certain documentation activities. You get the wood together. You make a photograph of that. You make a photograph of the hole. Then there's GPS coordinates. We could maybe use satellite data. And you make a photograph when the hole is dark. You put the stuff inside, make another photograph, and so on. So the app is guiding you through the process and saying, okay, the next thing, do that, and then take another photograph. And then we have all this evidence. We can use AI to evaluate how much is actually in there. We have all the evidence, and then it's sold hey, basically on eBay. On eBay, you make some photographs of your product. There's a questionnaire what you fill out. Most people understand this. Really very similar. Here, the app is guiding you a little bit more when you have to do what kind of photograph. And then your thing, you can sell it to a fixed price, or you can say, I want to auction it and get the money in a week or whatever. So really very similar to what eBay is doing. The goal is that we have imagine hundreds of millions of people around the planet actually doing something positive for CO2 in the world. And here are some more details about how the whole thing would actually work. We would have some sort of AI-assisted verifications. Nowadays, if you have a software which doesn't have AI, what is it then? Yeah, but basically, you just like perform these activities. Yeah? You document it, and then, for example, we have the AI evaluating how big is the hole, how much stuff is inside. Is this actually happening? Do I have the correct GPS coordinates? And of course, you take the picture in the app. You're not doing it and uploading pictures somewhere else. You're like taking the app. The app takes a picture that we have like the camera and proof everything. So that's the proving. And at the same time, we can also use GPS images, satellite images. You take, if you claim, okay, you have dug a hole here. So there will be like satellite imagery before and after, or even in between. So one can say, oh yeah, where you claim that thing is, it's actually there. And then we can also monitor the whole thing. So the person who has bought it, we hope that person is also monitoring, oh, is my place still there? Biomass burial is one example. And really the impact is that we get hundreds of millions of people who are not earning much money. They are maybe working in factories producing products that we consume cheap, fast fashion. And instead of doing that, they could make more money by doing CO2 relevant actions. That's our vision. So the eBay for carbon credits is in the concept stage. So we are looking like starting to build requirements for it. And we are also learning right now as a development team, because we have a long-term vision that we want to build applications which are good for like relationships, family, personal finances, food and nutrition, all areas where really everybody is involved and that we hopefully give some value to our customers. And where conventional platforms usually put you either have to pay for something you have to do and watch advertising, or you have to do a subscription or something like this. We want to give all the stuff for free. So you get the full functionality for free. And we also implement a very high level of data privacy. And so you want to join us there? Now go to our Discord server, find us there, look up the links in the description, and you can join these software developments. To really make an impact in the world, we want to build applications that people really like or love, and we do things differently because we are an all volunteer driven project. So our development costs for the things are not that high. And our recipe is that we have like really privacy first. We are not spying on you. You are in full control of your own data. We are not selling your personal information. The whole thing is transparent. We are open source development, so everybody could check what we are actually doing. And there's like always, we want to have like free access, no advertising, no tracking or hidden costs. What do we have on the roadmap? So we are already working on some games, and for Minecraft, for example, called ClimateCraft. Then we are working on a CO2 diet app, because food and diet have an enormous amount of impact on CO2 in the world. And, our future roadmap is something like, hey, we want to do a dating app. We have like really cool ideas about how to do a dating app, which is working much better than before. Because most dating apps are designed to keep you really long there and make you pay. We want to break this out. We want to make you really successful really fast. And then there's maybe something like a friendship finder. People are feeling lonely. So let's design something where you can meet friends and do that really fast. Maybe family organizer, organizing children's pocket money, finance management, and so on. So all areas where data sensitivity is really high, and you would like to have a really good product. Hey, if you're interested, how can you join us? It's really simple. Join our Discord server and then go to an online meeting. We use Discord for our project management, communication, video conferences, and so on. So it's really, really easy. Join Discord, use the link here also in the description, or go to Reduce CO2 Now, or you can also go to Discord and just like type in Reduce CO2 Now, and then you come and find our server. Then you're going to the event section. There, these are the meetings, and then join a recurring meeting. There you introduce yourself, and then we discuss how you can participate. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment on this. Do all the things you can do on social media. Please inform your friends, and let's turn climate change around.